Welcome home. Welcome ladies and gentlemen, my name's Epoxy and here we are with the Fallout 4 Bobblehead Guide. In this video I'll be going into how to find each and every bobblehead located within the Commonwealth. There is a total of 20 bobbleheads, 7 being special bobbleheads, increasing that attribute by +1, and then there are skill bobbleheads giving you all sorts of benefits in skills. So we're going to find these bobbleheads in chronological order for the special and alphabetical for skills. There will also be timestamps in the description to skip to specific bobblehead locations. Starting with the Strength Bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found at the Mass Fusion Building northeast of the Boston Common. This location is controlled by gunners, so you're going to want to be prepared. Simply take out the gunners at the front entrance and make your way inside. Once inside, you'll run into many more gunners equipped with anything from laser weapons to missile launchers. You're going to want to go to the very top level of this building by going up the many staircases, and once up top, go to the statue that was above the main lobby's desk. On top, you'll find the Strength Bobblehead. You'll now have a permanent bonus of +1 strength. Next, we'll grab the Perception Bobblehead. This can be found in the Museum of Freedom in Concord. This area is mainly taken over by raiders, so not much of a serious threat. It will be sitting on a desk next to a broken terminal in the same room you meet Preston Garvey for the first time. Just follow the first quest line to find the location. Now we can move on to the Endurance Bobblehead. This can be found at the Poseidon Energy, which can be located at the very southeast corner of the map. This location will have many raiders varying in difficulty and rank, so be prepared. However, there is a higher threat, that being Mirelurks and Protectrons. You're actually going to have to enter the building through a large pipe at the back of the building in the water if you're unable to pick the master lock on the main doors. Once inside, you'll have to make your way through the multiple variations of Mirelurks. There will not be any Mirelurk hunters or queens in this section, so you will not have to worry about that. Once you've made your way out of the basement, you'll find the bobblehead on the metal desk with a magazine near a steamer trunk on the central metal catwalk. Your endurance will now be 1 point higher. Next, we'll find the Charisma Bobblehead located at the Parsons State Insane Asylum. A key will be required to enter this building, and to avoid spoilers, you'll need to acquire the key for yourself. Make your way through this building and you'll find the bobblehead on Jack Cabot's office desk, close to the elevator inside the administration area. Your charisma will now be 1 point greater. Moving on to the Intelligence Bobblehead. This one is pretty simple, however there will be a threat of super mutants and robotics. This bobblehead is located at the Boston Public Library, southwest of the Boston Common. Simply enter the building and head left when you enter. On the computer bank in the mechanical room, which is the northwest corner of the library, you'll find the Intelligence Bobblehead. Pick it up and you'll now have +1 intelligence. Next up is the Agility Bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found on the wreck of the FMS Northern Star. To get on the wreck, climb up the crates on the side and make your way up to the deck. You'll encounter raiders and multiple variations of Mirelurks, including Mirelurk hunters. Once you've made it on the deck, you'll have to go through a few more raiders, but go ahead and make it to the bow of the ship, and on the edge of the wooden platform, you'll find the Agility Bobblehead. You'll now have +1 in agility. The Luck Bobblehead is going to be once again an encounter with many Mirelurks. You're going to need to go ahead and go to the Spectacle Island. This is the large island you could see on the mid-east side of the map. Once there, make your way to the south side of the island and you should see a green boat. On the boat, you'll find the bobblehead in a locker beside a steamer trunk. You'll now have +1 luck. Now moving on to the skill bobbleheads. We'll find the Barter Bobblehead at the Long Neck Lukowski's Cannery on the east coast. Once inside, you'll find it in the metal catwalk hut, which is in the northwest upper area of the main cannery. This location is 100% safe and has no creatures or raiders lurking about. You'll now have the bonus of prices being permanently 5% better. Now for the Big Guns Bobblehead, which can be found in Vault 95, a difficult location with assaultrons and gunners. This location can be found near the bottom left of the map. Make your way into the vault, and in the living quarters area in the northmost room, you'll find the bobblehead on a radio. You'll now have the bonus permanently gain +25% critical damage with heavy weapons. For the Energy Weapons Bobblehead, make your way to Fort Hagen, which is located on the west side of the map. In Fort Hagen, find the command center, and in the southwest kitchens, on a small table between two fridges, you'll find the bobblehead. Now, something you need to keep in mind for this bobblehead is that it is in fact locked behind a questline with Valentine, also known as a questline with the Institute. To avoid further spoilers, you'll have to find the questline for yourself. But this questline will unlock the elevator required to access the area with the bobblehead. Once you get this bobblehead, you'll now have a permanently gain plus 25% critical damage with energy weapons bonus. The explosives bobblehead can be located at Saugus Iron Works, near the east coast of the map. Once inside, enter the blast furnace area, and there will be a sequence when entering this room. In this room, the bobblehead will be standing on a control panel on the wall, beside a steamer trunk and magazine. You'll now permanently gain plus 15% damage with explosives. For the lockpicking bobblehead, you'll want to head into Pickman's Gallery, northeast of the Boston Common. Find your way to Pickman, and on the ground between the brick pillars in the last tunnel chamber, you'll find the bobblehead. It should be next to a trash bin with a small fire. Lockpicking will now be permanently easier. Next is the medicine bobblehead, which will be found in Vault 81. For this, you will have to do the quest in the vault to unlock the key required for the elevator. Once you've done that, go down the elevator, and to the left will be Curry's office. This is where you can find the bobblehead. This will make Stimpaks permanently heal 10% more damage. The melee bobblehead. It can be found at the top of Trinity Tower, southwest of the Boston Common and east of Diamond City. This tower will actually include a quest when you enter and will lead you directly to the bobblehead. On a table in the cage where the quest leads you, that is where the bobblehead will be. This will permanently gain you plus 25% critical damage with melee weapons. Next up is the repair bobblehead. You'll want to head to the Corvega assembly plant. Make your way to the roof, and on the very end of the top exterior gantry, on the southwest roof section of the plant building, you'll find the bobblehead on a box. This bobblehead will make fusion cores permanently last 10% longer. For the science bobblehead, you'll want to make it to Malden Middle School, also known as Vault 75. You'll actually have to follow the quest line in this vault to make it to the room with the bobblehead. However, once you go through that quest line, you'll find the bobblehead on a desk overlooking the diner area on the basement level. The science bobblehead will give you one extra guess when hacking terminals, giving you a total of 5 guesses. Now, moving on to the small Guns bobblehead, it'll be located in the Gunners Plaza location, closer to the bottom swamp area of the map. Once inside, go and find the on-air room on the ground floor. In this room on the broadcast desk, you'll find the bobblehead. Getting this bobblehead will require you to have the ability of picking master locks. This bobblehead will permanently gain you plus 25% critical damage with ballistic guns. Next up is the sneak bobblehead. This will be located at the Dunwich Borers. Make your way to the bottom of the quarry, and on a small metal table by a lantern, right next to the metal post terminal in Area 4, you'll find the bobblehead. I don't want to give too many details as this location is actually very unique and has some secrets about it, so I'm going to leave you at that. The sneak bobblehead will permanently make you 10% harder to detect. For the speech bobblehead, you'll want to head to the Park Street Station, also known as Vault 114. Head through the vault and make your way into the Overseer's office. This is also where you meet Valentine for the first time. You'll find the bobblehead on the desk beside the terminal. This will give all vendors permanently 100 more caps for bartering. And last but not least, the Unarmed Bobblehead. This can be found at the Adam Katz garage on the hood of the rusty car in the main warehouse. Yes, this was probably the easiest bobblehead to find. But that's actually all the bobbleheads within Fallout 4. If you collected them all, you now have all 20 bobbleheads, and you should have both achievements as well. However, that is it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, please smack that like button down below and subscribe to join the good fight. It would be super greatly appreciated. But until next time, this is Epoxy, signing off.